Hi all, it's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. I have a collective haul to share. I'll be right back. Okay, this first part is from Amazon, Dollar General, and Scrapbook.com. I bought some adhesive vinyl because I wanted to, I have those clear napkin holders, and I wanted to decorate one for Halloween. So there's probably a piece missing out of here. Yeah. This order took forever, and I ended up getting two. I haven't looked yet to see if I accidentally ordered two or what I had used look like. I used it because my daughter has some pink Halloween things, tablecloths, and that one had the black cat on it, so I went with that. I went to Dollar General. I went to the one in the town we used to live in, and they had a bunch of the Dolly Christmas stuff out. I'm going to say, I don't know how much of that I'll be buying because they have raised their prices. And it's like, okay, like for instance, items that were $1 are up to $2. Okay, I can see that you got to raise your prices, but 100%? That seems a little excessive. And these were probably a little more expensive than what I would have liked to have spent, but I thought they were really cute. They were $10, which, I mean, I know you can't get a Stanley for that, but this also, I don't think this retained, it doesn't say anything on it about keeping hot or cold for a certain amount of time, so I don't think it's insulated in that manner. I like the ones that are because I try to drink a lot of water because I know it's good for me. That one I like to have a Holly Dolly Christmas. So hubby will probably take the green one, and I'll take the red one, which says Deck the Halls with Songs of Dolly. Because when I was looking, he goes, well, I want one too. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And these are going to look silly, but I'm looking for, because he has an interest in crafting with me. But with the Alzheimer's, he often has the capabilities of a small child. I know that sounds awful, but it's the truth. So I picked these up. They're little canvases. They come with little markers, but I have lots of markers. I think the longer marker might be easy for him to maneuver. He can use whichever he prefers. It was this one. I really like this one. This one I thought of Kimbo's Creations because she loves gingerbread men and the snowman. So he seemed to really like the gem painting ones that I bought there. I was hoping they'd have the Christmas ones in it. Maybe they'll get them. They just didn't have them yet. But I'm gonna try to look for more of those type of little projects for him that, I mean, I can probably find a few in maybe some of the really simple Dreaming Tree ones, maybe he could help me with. And then I had mentioned next week my library is doing a washi tape journal. And I think we're going to try to go to that, but I thought, and I had bought the little composition notebooks from Dollar Tree. I thought they were still sitting right there, but I don't see them right now. They're around somewhere. But these are a little bit bigger. Granted, they were $4, but they are bigger. And there's 3 of them in here. I thought these might be really good to cover with washi tape. I wish I could find some Captain America or any type of Marvel washi tape because you would really like that. But I got that. And then that Dollar General has what I call a pen bar. They have a bunch of pens that you can buy individually. And I had bought one of these on clearance there a few weeks ago. I guess they were just clearancing out certain colors. So I decided, and I liked it, so I decided to pick up a few more. They're dual tipped. I was trying to see if it said the color name anywhere on it. They're all art alternatives. Double point. I don't know. But anyways, it's kind of a pink one, a purple one, a black one, an orange one, a green one, and a gray one. I wish I'd had these when I was doing my planner setup for October, because I would like the black and orange. I did find that I had a couple of the mild liners. I had a purple and an orange, so I used those for the monthly planner page, where I was kind of outlining each square in a color. I did it freehand, so it doesn't look the best, I'm going to be honest, but I wanted just to get it done, because I think I was doing that either the 30th or the 1st, so I just wanted it done. And then I got a scrapbook.com order. I decided to order from them the other day, mainly because I think they are slowly, I think some of the Tiffany stuff, especially what they don't have much stock of, or that they just can't get anymore right now, they are just clearancing, because I think they know they're not going to be able to get it again. But they had the 6x6 pop-up cube, which is good for storing your 6x6 paper in. Holds 6x6 crafting supplies. They're a little bigger than 6x6, because the 6x6 pockets that Tiffany makes will fit in here. So they were down to $4.99 each. So I bought 4 of them. I'm trying to get the one cube in my paper storage area organized a little better, so that's, I'm thinking those might be useful for that. And then right now I have my little ink daubers that I have for my Stampin' Up! In like an oversized pencil case, and it doesn't fit in a couple of the places I've tried to put it. It's just a little too thick. These are a little thinner, and I had one of these, so I tested it. I'm like, those will fit, so I just need to get more of those. They had a 2-pack, so I went ahead and ordered a 2-pack. Since I already have one similar, very similar to this, I think I found it on clearance at Hobby Lobby, I'll have a spare, but I might eventually want to make little daubers for some of my other inks. So here we go. Now my Distress inks, I just use not exactly like this, but this was a free item from them, but something like this, and I just put the felt pad with the ink pad. That way I've got one for each color, because I prefer that rather than trying accidentally bleeding a dark color over or something. So that was a free item that day. The ink blending tool from scrapbook.com. There were a few different freebies that day, so naturally I had to add them, right? I was so mad one time I ordered from there and I totally forgot to do the freebies. And that time it did not give me a reminder. I've noticed now, for the first one at least, it tells you, oh, this can, be added as a freebie. This was waffle flour, postage cupcake, die, and stencil. It was a freebie if you placed, I think it was a $15 order. I spent more than that, so I got that one free. And then I think this one, you had to spend a little bit more to get this one, but it is a Spellbinders 3D emboss and cut folder. So you can emboss and cut the butterflies. So I figured, okay, I'll get it. I'm good with that. That's all I got from them. They've had a few Tiffany things lately that have just been really good deals, and I regretted not picking up a couple of them that they had. Like one time they did the rotating design board. I noticed they still have that, so I'm hoping maybe they'll do that one again sometime. Because I wouldn't mind a couple more of those, because I wouldn't mind keeping 1 or 2 over at the house for when I color, or hubby colors, both of us. My girls like to color too. Maybe they would like using them. So if I see them again, I might order a bunch of them. But anyways, I think that is it. Okay, I just have a few things to add from our shopping trip today. We went to Hobby Lobby, Target, Burlington, and Dollar Tree. I'm not sure I got it from the Dollar Tree this year. Hobby Lobby, I picked up 2 of the foiled poster boards. I was looking for green foiled cardstock last week at Michael's and couldn't find it, so I'm going to see if I can make that work for my Christmas card. Burlington, the item was actually for hubby, which I probably didn't even need to share it, but I will. He picked out the Chicago Bear sweater. He's a big Cub and Bear fan, so. Dollar Tree, we picked up more of these today. I really like them. They were really good. The Snickerdoodle Twix. Target, I found this little Spritz plush decor that looks like a piece of pumpkin pie. If you've been watching a while, you know that my mom was a really good baker. Pies were kind of her specialty. So when I see pie shaped things, it makes me think of my mom. So I will use that for Thanksgiving. I bought 2. The one light set, we had one similar to this before. I think the one we had before we had purple lights that I was hanging above the dining room area, and the light, it was burnt out, so I picked up a couple more because I actually could fit 2 there, so I went ahead and picked up 2. I picked up this salted caramel cold foam. No, not crafty at all, but hubby and I like chai, so I thought I would try to make us a iced or blended chai and add some of that on the top of it. Hobby Lobby. I picked up a bunch. I mainly found things, I mean, I'll probably do them with him, but mainly found things for hubby to kind of do. He had been interested, like I said before, in doing some crafts with me, so I was looking for simpler ones I could do with him. These ones that you get, there's a total of 12 of them, I guess, so you must get 3 of each. So I figured we could each do one and have an extra. You could either paint them or use markers. I'm thinking markers would be easier for him than paints, so that's what I'm leaning towards, is markers. He picked out some more of the Root Beer candies because every time we go to Hobby Lobby, he asks if we can get a bag. I'm like, yeah, just grab one. And what I do like with theirs is, like that one you got 12. This one you get 2. So we could each do a tree. You get 2 of the Santas. These ones do come, that just have a couple of them do come with the little markers, but we'll see how those work. We may end up just using our own markers. The reindeer, which I think there's the same reindeer in there. I really thought this one was cute, the gingerbread house. This one, there's 12 of them, so there's 2 of each design, and there's the shapes you get. I thought those were cute. And then these ones were the fall ones. I still find it weird that fall is 40% off and Christmas is 50%. Shouldn't fall be at least the 50% off? I mean, to me, fall should be the same or greater than the Christmas discount. But we did buy these. There's a boy and girl pilgrim. And then this one has 2 turkeys. They are slightly different, as you can see there. So I will put those into my little stash for hubby and I to do. And then I ordered this cart to put in my daughter's closet. So they want to use it to store games and stuff, and everything was in the 13-inch bins, and I looked, the measurements on Amazon showed that there was 13.5 inches between the shelves. No, not between the shelves. Maybe that's from the bottom of one to the top of the next one, but the opening is not 13.5 inches because the 13-inch bins won't fit in there. And those fit in a 13-inch cube, so they're slightly smaller than 13 inches, but they will not fit in there. So at Target today, I found some. My daughter is using that room kind of as an office, so, and a lot of there's games and stuff like that the whole family uses, so it's a combination of the 2 of our games. So I bought some pink ones. She's using pink in the room a lot, so I decided to go, I bought 2 of each design. And for out here, I bought 2 more of the 12 by 12 by 2 inch. They call them stackable trays. I don't stack them. I use them in my IKEA unit. I have that 4-shelf insert which divides it into 5, and this fits really well in there. I will add some of my self-adhesive handles on there so they do that. I think I want to try to figure out a way with one of them. I might have some little plastic trays from Tiffany that will fit in here. I want to put like some of my blending brush handles and stuff like that I have at least one of them, so that right underneath my inks over there are my blending tools. I hung my blending brushes over here, but I kind of like all the blending tools in one area. I'm trying as much as possible to keep light items together. Not always 100% possible, just because of different types of storage needed for different types of, especially the coloring agents. There's so many different sizes and shapes of coloring agents that it's hard to keep them all together. So I'm just doing the best I can, and hopefully they're somewhat visible. I know one thing I need to try to do soon, since I'm getting closer to the finish line, is get things labeled, because that will help with the things like in a drawer. Yeah, those drawers are clear, but because the things lay flat, it's hard to tell what's in there, each one of the drawers. So I want to make sure I label each of the drawers with what's in there, so that I'm not having to open each one to say, okay, which one. You rely on my memory for it. But anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I want to thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time.